The universe is all the mind. Everything you see around you isn't really solid. It's all made of thoughts. Your reality comes from your mind. This idea isn't new. Ancient wisdom and modern science both say the same thing. The universe is mental. When you understand this power, you can change everything in your life. But most people never learn how to use it. They stay stuck in the same patterns forever. Today you'll discover why your thoughts create your reality, how modern science proves this ancient secret, and the exact steps to reshape your world using your mind. The first law of Hermeticism says the all is mind. This means everything in the universe comes from one giant mind. We are all pieces of this mind, like drops in an ocean. Think about your dreams at night. In your dreams, you create entire worlds that feel completely real. You interact with people, feel emotions, and experience situations that seem just as solid as waking life. Then you wake up, and it all disappears. According to Hermeticism, our waking world works the same way. It's a creation of mind, not solid matter. This ancient wisdom comes from Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure known as the Keeper of Secrets. His teachings were passed down through generations of mystery schools. These weren't just philosophical ideas, they were practical tools for mastering reality. The principle of mentalism reveals that what we call matter isn't the foundation of reality. Matter is just energy vibrating at different frequencies. And what controls energy? Consciousness, mind. This sounds crazy until you look at quantum physics. In the famous Double-Slit Experiment, scientists found something shocking. When they fired tiny particles at a wall with two slits, something impossible happened. When nobody watched the particles, they acted like waves, going through both slits at once and creating a pattern. But when scientists observed them, they changed into solid particles and went through just one slit. The particles somehow knew they were being watched. This proves that observation, the act of consciousness, changes physical reality. Another experiment showed that particles millions of miles apart can instantly affect each other, faster than the speed of light. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance. It breaks the rules of physical reality, but makes perfect sense if the universe is mental. Scientists like Max Planck, who founded quantum physics, said, "I regard consciousness as fundamental. Matter is derived from consciousness." The deepest level of science now agrees with ancient wisdom. Mind creates matter, not the other way around. Modern physics has discovered that atoms are 99.9999% empty space. The tiny bit that isn't empty space isn't even solid, it's just energy vibrating. This means the solid world you think you live in is mostly empty space and vibrating energy fields. What you experience as solid is actually created by your mind interpreting these vibrations. Your senses don't show you reality as it is. They filter and translate reality into something your brain can understand. Your eyes only detect a tiny fraction of the electromagnetic spectrum. Your ears only hear a small range of sound frequencies. Your other senses are just as limited. This means you're not seeing reality. You're seeing your mind's interpretation of reality. Your brain takes limited sensory data and creates a complete picture that makes sense to you. You literally create your experience of reality in your mind. Ancient cultures understood this principle deeply. The Hindus call the world Maya, a divine illusion created by mind. Buddhists teach that all reality is empty of inherent existence and only appears solid because of how our minds perceive it. Native shamans enter altered states to work directly with the mental nature of reality. These traditions all point to the same truth from different angles. But if your mind creates your reality, why isn't your life perfect? Why can't you just think of $1 million and have it appear? The answer lies in your subconscious mind. Your conscious thoughts are just the tip of the iceberg. Below that sits your subconscious, controlling 95% of your life. without you knowing it. Your subconscious mind runs on autopilot, following beliefs you formed as a child. If deep down you believe money is hard to get or I don't deserve love, your reality will match these beliefs no matter what your conscious mind wants. These hidden beliefs act like invisible walls, blocking what you consciously desire. And here's the real problem. In today's world, your subconscious is being programmed without your permission. The average person sees thousands of ads daily. Each social media scroll hits your brain with carefully designed messages. Your phone buzzes constantly with notifications, breaking your focus. Your attention is being stolen, and in Hermetic terms, attention is the tool that shapes reality. When your attention scatters, you lose your power to create. Studies show the average attention span has dropped from 12 seconds to 8 seconds, less than a goldfish. We're becoming more distracted and less powerful every day. Think about how often you check your phone. Each distraction weakens your mental focus, and mental focus is exactly what you need to reshape reality. This isn't an accident. In a world where attention equals creative power, controlling attention means controlling people. When your mind is scattered, you become a consumer instead of a creator. You react to life instead of creating it. Look around at the world today. Notice how everything fights for your attention. Brighter colors, louder sounds, more shocking headlines, each grabbing a piece of your mental energy, leaving you with less power to direct your own life. This mental fragmentation affects your ability to manifest what you want. Imagine trying to start a fire with sunlight. If you use a magnifying glass to focus the sun's rays on one point, you can create fire. But if that light scatters, nothing happens. Your mental power works the same way. The good news, you can reclaim this power through a simple daily practice that takes just minutes. Meditation might seem boring, but it's actually mental training. When you sit quietly and focus on your breath, you're strengthening your attention muscle. Each time your mind wanders and you bring it back, you're doing a mental push-up. Start with just 5 minutes daily. Sit comfortably, close your eyes and follow your breath. When thoughts come, gently return to your breathing. This simple practice rewires your brain. Brain scans show that meditation physically changes your brain in just 8 weeks. It builds the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus and willpower. It also shrinks the amygdala, the fear center that keeps you stuck in survival mode. But meditation does something even more powerful. It lets you access your subconscious mind. In the quiet space between thoughts, you can finally see the hidden beliefs controlling your life. Once you identify these beliefs, you can change them. The subconscious doesn't know the difference between real and imagined experiences. This is why visualization is so powerful. When you clearly imagine something with emotion, your subconscious accepts it as real. This is how Olympic athletes improve. They mentally rehearse perfect performance until the subconscious makes it happen automatically. Try this simple exercise each morning. Spend 5 minutes visualizing yourself living your ideal day. See the details vividly, feel the emotions of having what you want. Your subconscious will start to accept this new reality. But visualization alone isn't enough. Your subconscious responds most strongly to feelings. This is why you must generate powerful emotions during your practice. When you feel gratitude for something as if it's already happened, you send a signal to your subconscious that it's real. Your brain can't tell the difference between genuine gratitude for something you have and gratitude for something you're imagining. This emotional intensity programs your subconscious to create matching experiences in your life. It's like typing a new address into your mental GPS. Your subconscious is like soil that will grow whatever seeds you plant. Most people let random experiences and media plant their mental seeds, but you can choose what grows in your mental garden. Start by identifying your limiting beliefs. Ask yourself, what would I have to believe to be experiencing this pattern in my life? If you're always broke, you might believe money is scarce or rich people are bad. Once you spot these beliefs, create new ones that serve you better. Instead of money is scarce, try money flows to me easily. Repeat these new beliefs daily while feeling them as true. Over time, your subconscious will accept these new programs. And since the universe is mental, your outer reality will begin to shift. Your subconscious doesn't just affect your thoughts, it affects your body too. When you believe something strongly, your body responds as if it's true. If you believe you're in danger, your body releases stress hormones that make you feel anxious. If you believe you're safe and happy, your body releases feel-good chemicals that boost your immune system. This mind-body connection shows how powerful your thoughts really are. They don't just create your experiences, they create your physical health too. Ancient healers understood this. They knew that healing the mind would heal the body. Modern medicine is finally catching up, with studies showing how beliefs affect physical healing. The placebo effect is perfect proof of this. When patients believe they're taking medicine, they often heal even when given sugar pills. Their belief triggers real physical healing. This isn't imagination, it's your mind creating physical reality. Understanding this principle can transform every area of your life. Your relationships, your health, your wealth, your happiness, all are reflections of your mental state. Most people live their entire lives never realizing they have this power. They believe the world happens to them, not through them. They feel powerless against circumstances, not understanding that their consciousness is creating those very circumstances. This process takes consistent practice. The average person touches their phone 2,600 times daily. Each touch reinforces old patterns. You need daily mental training to counter this programming. Here's a simple process to reprogram your subconscious. First, start with meditation to quiet your mind. This creates space between you and your thoughts. In this space, you can observe your beliefs without being controlled by them. Second, identify limiting beliefs. Notice patterns in your life that keep repeating. These patterns point to subconscious programming. If you keep having the same relationship problems or money issues or health challenges, look for the belief behind the pattern. Third, create new beliefs that support your desired reality. Don't just think about them, feel them. Emotions are the language of the subconscious. Generate real feelings of already having what you want. Fourth, practice daily visualization with emotion. See yourself living the life you desire. Feel the emotions of already having it. Do this when you wake up and before you sleep, when your subconscious is most receptive. Fifth, take inspired action. The universe works through you, not for you. When you get an impulse to do something that moves you toward your goals, act on it. This shows your subconscious you're serious about change. Most importantly, be patient and consistent. Your current reality is the result of years of mental programming. New patterns take time to establish. Trust the process and keep practicing. The universe responds not to what you want, but to who you are being at the subconscious level. Change who you are in your own mind and reality must follow. This ancient wisdom isn't just philosophy, it's practical power. When you understand that the universe is mental, you realize you're not trapped by circumstance, you're being shaped by your own hidden thoughts. By mastering your attention and reprogramming your subconscious, you reclaim your power as a creator. You shift from victim to author of your experience. Remember that the principle says, the all is mind. This means we are all connected to the same universal consciousness. Your mind isn't separate from the universal mind, it's a part of it. This is why your thoughts can shape reality. You're not separate from the universe, and you're the universe experiencing itself. Every great achievement in human history started as a thought in someone's mind. The phone or computer you're watching this on, the building you're sitting in, the clothes you're wearing, all began as thoughts before becoming physical reality. What could you create if you fully understood and used this power? What would your life look like if you consciously directed your mental energy instead of letting it scatter? Throughout history, the greatest minds understood this secret. Tesla said he could see his inventions clearly in his mind before building them. Edison would take mental naps where he tapped into his subconscious for solutions. Einstein visualized himself riding on a beam of light to develop his theory of relativity. These weren't just daydreams. They were using the principle that the universe is mental. You have this same power. The only difference is they used it consciously while most people use it by accident. They focused their mental energy while most people let it scatter. Another powerful technique is affirmation. This means repeating positive statements that align with what you want to create. But most people do affirmations wrong. They repeat words without feeling, which doesn't reach the subconscious. For affirmations to work, you must feel them as true. Say them with emotion. Feel gratitude as if they're already real. For example, instead of just saying I am wealthy, feel the security and freedom of having abundance. Let that feeling fill your body. This emotional component is what reprograms the subconscious. Your environment also affects your subconscious programming. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, the spaces you inhabit. All plant seeds in your mental garden. Choose these carefully. Surround yourself with people who believe in possibility. Consume content that expands your mind rather than feeds your fears. Create spaces that reflect the reality you want to experience. Many people try to change their reality without first addressing their inner state. They chase external goals while ignoring internal blocks. This is like trying to project a clear image with a dirty lens. First, clean the lens, your perception. Then the image you project into reality will become clear. This brings us to perhaps the most important aspect of the principle, your identity. How you see yourself determines everything you experience. If you identify as someone who struggles, you'll continue to create struggle. If you identify as someone who thrives, you'll create experiences of thriving. The most powerful question you can ask is, who would I be if I fully believed the universe is mental? How would you think? How would you feel? How would you act? Begin living as that person now. Don't wait for external proof. Be the cause, not the effect. Start today. Begin with just 5 minutes of meditation. Notice your thoughts without judging them. Then spend 5 minutes visualizing what you want to create. Feel it as real. Do this daily and watch how your life transforms. Remember that everything is connected in this mental universe. Every thought affects the whole. This isn't just about creating personal success. It's about consciously contributing to our collective reality. As you master your mind, you help elevate human consciousness. The ancient Hermetic texts teach that as above, so below, as within, so without. Your inner world creates your outer reality. By understanding and applying the principle that the universe is mental, you reclaim your power as a conscious creator. The mind that creates reality is already within you. It's time to remember how to use it. Your thoughts are creating your future right now. What are you choosing to think?